Hello, hello. Welcome to Kill the Bottle Podcast, ladies and more, a.k.a. the Yum Yum Foodie. And across from me with her karaoke microphone handheld, I love this. You look like a field reporter. Megan Elizabeth, what's up, Megs?
We're out here on the front lines of Hollywood Boulevard.
Yeah?
In a place where all 4 floors laundries don't work because people have stolen the Wi-Fi from the laundry rooms.
Oh, yeah? You wanna
and they run off of Wi-Fi.
You wanna talk about you know what? You wanna sap your story? Both my washer and dryer went out on me in the middle of like starting a dry cycle last week. And as opposed to it being out of my whole building, it's out of my whole house, and now I'm out almost $2,000. So you're welcome. You're welcome. I don't want to say the name of the company, but actually, you know what? Fine. The washer and dryer lasted me a long ass time. So Samsung, fine, Samsung.
Oh.
I ended up getting another Samsung. So, you know, and I didn't buy it at the C word. I didn't buy it at the C word. Just FYI, I didn't. I bought it at the B word. Anyway,
when you told me this, though, it was like right on point. Like I was having a good fucking day. And I was like, you were like, my washer dryer went out. And I was like, oh, that sucks. And remember this text? Right after you texted me that, I got the email about all of our washing machines being done.
I think you're the Grim Reaper of fun, is what I just think it is. But no, actually, the Grim Reaper of technological fun. I don't know.
Jesus was like, Megan's having a good day. What can I do? And then you gave him an idea.
I did. Because he was like, you know what? I'm just going to fuck with Megan's day and do this whole thing. So, sorry.
Yeah, I'm not out $2,000, though. Yeah, it's just like, who does that?
Like Megan and I.
Our laundry machine works off of the goddamn internet.
Personal story.
And they stole the internet.
Megan and I were going to go to Halloween Horror Nights, and we've been talking about this. And we're like already looking at a few dates. And Halloween Horror Nights, for folks of you who don't live in Florida or California, it's this fun thing done at Universal Studios. Haunted houses, usually themed after kind of horror movies that are relevant or iconic. And it goes over like the end of September all the way just past Halloween, I think. It usually goes to like maybe the first week of November. Anyway. And now that I have to dish out $2,000, I was like, you know what? I'm sorry, Megan. I'm not willing to spend like another $200 on Halloween Horror Nights. So I'm a little hurt, but fuck it. Next year I'm committing. I promise you I will go. So I will start making sure that I have that I plan it into budgets that I'm going to go.
Is it that expensive?
Well, it isn't initially that expensive, but from what I've been told, it is, in particular Halloween Horror Nights, you do want to pay for the fast pass or whatever the fuck that is that people mostly are not willing to pay for. And that's probably why you want to pay for it, because there's so much to do and so little time, because it only opens essentially at the end of the day at night.
Well, get ready to drink, because Costco has a special. I don't know if you've been to Costco.
Well, I don't know, but I'm going to sip on this, and I'll tell you guys in a second what we're sipping on here.
Why don't you tell them, and I'll find the special. Oh, okay. I found it. Never mind. It's 2 VIP tickets for $74.99. It's at Costco.
Oh, God damn it. I have to drink again. Fuck. But that says Hayride. Is that Universal? I just saw Hayride.
Oh. You're probably right.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not going on a hayride for $75.
No, fuck no. Anyway, so it is called Kill the Bottle Podcast, and what we are drinking here today, Megan and I are drinking 2 different things. She's drinking a Cuba Libre, a rum and coke, a little mentirita, and I'm glad to see Megan drinking rum and coke, because I know she's good. I knew she was going to like it, and she was always like painful tequila person, and I like that I'm slowly but surely getting her drinking good rum. I am drinking something called a carajillo, and a carajillo is a popular Spanish Latin American cocktail. It blends coffee with a spirit, so it is very similar in the family of espresso martini, but it is not. It is traditionally rum or brandy. And they say that it goes back to Spain's colonial period in Cuba, where the soldiers would mix coffee with rum to give them coraje aka courage in Spanish, before heading into battle. That name, the coraje, the courage name, eventually led to carajillo. We don't know how. And there's two primary versions of the carajillo, the Spanish and the Mexican. And in the Spanish version, it's, like I said, rum, brandy, sometimes even whiskey. And in the Spanish version, it includes a liquor called Licor 43, which is from Spain, and it is kind of a vanilla and citrus liqueur. So it gives us like really nice, bright and fresh flavors. So that's why it's a bit different than an espresso martini. I guess the only thing that's similar is that it has a spirit and has espresso. But the Carajillo has that Licor 43, so that vanilla citrus flavored liqueur. And where the Mexican version is going to have some kind of tequila in it. And last time I was in Spain, I had an amazing Carajillo, and they actually flambéed it. So they lit the rum on fire, added the espresso, and then made a Licor 43 whipped cream, which was fucking mind-blowing. It was spectacular. It was like super refreshing. And because of that Licor 43, that liqueur, a lot of times in Spain, they use it as an aperitif. So a little, it's not aperitif, excuse me, a digestif. So a little after dinner cocktail to kind of help your tummy settle. Speaking of tummy settling, have we had anything spectacular food-wise, Megs?
I went back to Meteora to give it another shot, like you told me. I went the first time and I was like, it was all right. And you were just blown away.
Tell me because so I could go?
Because it was a last second thing.
Oh, okay. All right, fair. I'll let it slide.
Yeah. It was like a last second. I'm going through some crazy shit. And I was like, all I want is a good meal. And I shouldn't have gone because I don't really have the money for it, but I did it. And I gave it a second shot. And the second time was it matched what you said.
Okay, got it.
This time.
It was great.
I don't know what happened the first time. They were great service. I told you it was a little weird because the bussers kept like, I was by myself and they couldn't see my plate, so they kept coming to my table to take stuff, but then walking away, and it was kind of overly done. You
know what's crazy
and
though?
This time everything was kind of on track.
Well, for those of you who don't know, maybe this is the first episode you've listened to ever. Meteora is a restaurant I went to back in July. Had an incredible meal. I encouraged Megan to go. She didn't have the best experience. That wasn't like a bad experience, but it wasn't to the level that I had told her about. And they recently won a Michelin star for Meteora, and then the sister restaurant Vespertine won 2 Michelin stars. And anyway, I almost wonder if because they're on kind of a Michelin level, there's a certain level of timing where everything has to be like every X amount of seconds you have to ask because you might be the writer for this. Or especially solo diners, let me tell you, a lot of times writers that are going to write about a restaurant are the solo diners. So I almost feel like they have a radar on a solo diner saying, shit, this person might be from Food and Wine magazine. This person might be from, you know what I mean? So I almost feel like you should preface like, hey guys, I'm not here writing from a magazine. I just wanted to enjoy an amazing solo meal. Well, you know what I mean? Because you had like helicopter servers that were just like all over you.
But they remembered me from the last time I went that you got me in. The same hostess or manager, whoever she is, she's like the most professional.
Natalie, good old Nat, the most amazing. I love Natalie to death. She's awesome. Yeah.
She remembered me. She came up and asked if I went to the food and what was it called? Food Bowl.
Yeah, the LA Food Bowl.
They were there at the Food Bowl. They
were
had quite the setup. They had a indoor chocolate experience that I didn't get to try because I was going for all the salty things. But we talked about that and she asked about you, so she remembered everything. But it was much better this time around. Just all on the whole, I was like almost in tears. I was so happy.
Oh, that's awesome.
I needed it.
Hell yeah. Well, good. That's good news.
How about
you? Anything exciting food wise? No, I did go to. I've been doing a lot of like cocktail bar stuff in the past couple of weeks, and I mean, I did recently go to Redbird. And Redbird is always as amazing as it is every single time. Like, it never fails. Neil Fraser, God bless you, Neil. He was a guest on the show a couple years ago, and we recorded a show over at Redbird. But, man, it just never fails. It's so good. I did revisit. It had been probably 6 or 7 months since I had been to Dama in the downtown LA Arts District. It's a partnership with Chef Antonio Lafasa, and it is like international Latin cuisine. And when I tell you, it has the best rotisserie like chicken you've ever had in your fucking life. And it's not even just like it's the best chicken. No, it's just one of the best dishes in LA, like pound for pound, bang for buck. It is this huge, beautifully presented chicken with a gigantic mountain of these fresh herb fries, like shoestring fries. It's so fucking good, Megan. Like it's the kind of plate where like you can put it down and have 5 people there gnawing around and tasting, and everybody still gets some food, and it doesn't, it's just a ton of food. And but usually when I think something has a ton of food, it's gonna be shitty and it's just trying to fill you up. And no, this is like so much value for bang for buck, pound for pound. It's fucking phenomenal. So I was at Dama 2 nights ago, and I was dreaming about it. Now yesterday I had to go for work to a place called Teleferic, which I've been to a couple times. I don't know if I've ever mentioned it on the show, but if you're a fan of food from Spain, Spanish restaurants, Teleferic in Los Angeles, there's one in Brentwood and one in Long Beach, and I went yesterday and I had the paella with pork, Megan, the Iberico paella, and it's fucking spectacular. It's so good. And everybody that works here is from Spain. It just really feels like you're on like a little mini vacation to Europe when you sit down to eat at Teleferic. And it's not like crazy expensive, but you get what you pay for. It's not cheap. But I did go there, and it was just fucking, it was great. Super, super good.
Good.
Yeah.
Let me ask you a question. Am I glitching on your end?
No.
Okay, because the responses seem a little off. Because you said that I've been glitchy with the internet over here. I was just gonna say I can pull the audio from the Zoom and use it if I'm too glitchy over there.
No, you sound spectacular.
Okay, great. Never mind.
A little
then.
BTS, guys.
Carry on.
Yeah, carry on. So there was a shipwreck. I was reading some of the shit. So the people are kind of like chomping at the bit. There's a shipwreck, and the shipwreck is a 15th century ship that was used in wine trading. So the researchers have, they're trying to figure out what they discover when they get down there, because they just found the shipwreck. They haven't gone down there, but potentially there's well preserved 600-year-old wine. Yeah, right. Insert me in like that. You know how people wanted to get into that little fucking tuna can sub to go see the Titanic. No, put me in that tuna can sub to go get some old ass wine. But I don't know if I want to drink 600-year-old wine. You know what I mean?
I want to know what it tastes like. I wouldn't pay for it.
You probably hallucinate. You know what I mean? It's probably like at that point, who knows what it is? You're just gonna hallucinate. But I almost picture
it's vodka now.
It'll go. I know, right? It'll go on some kind of online forum to be sold, some auction, and then somebody in a fucking Mercedes G-Wagon will buy it. You know what I mean? Some dickhead driving a Mercedes G-Wagon will. I'll
let him test it first.
Him or her. I've seen a lot of hers driving the Mercedes G-Wagon. I hate that fucking car. Sorry. Can we talk about that? I
don't know that car.
That's that big ass boxy Pope Mobile looking Mercedes G-Wagon. It's a fucking box SUV that Mercedes makes that is usually accompanied by some douchebag. It's usually a douchebag behind the wheel of a Mercedes G-Wagon. There's kind of no in between. I've seen, like, you don't see like a soccer mom with a bunch of like cute kids getting into a G-Wagon. No, you see somebody with that little elbow hanging purse. You know what I'm talking about? Where their arm is up, but the purse hangs on the elbow joint. That's kind of the person that I see rocking that. So anyway, fuck the G-Wagon.
Oh, I see what it looks like.
It's a douchemobile. If there was a superhero with a giant D on their fucking chest and a cape, they would drive a G-Wagon that would go into instead of a bat cave, it would be a cave that's lined with like Drake albums and and
specific.
Yeah, very specific. I don't know.
Pissed off Mercedes and Drake so far.
Oh, okay. Yeah, all right. Oh God, I'm really concerned that Mercedes and Drake are listening to this show. Anyway,
they might. Someone from Mercedes is gonna be like, "Dicks, I'm not listening anymore."
Like, fuck those people. Damn you all. Yeah. So you said you'd give it a go, the $600 wine.
Yeah, I'd try it, but I'd watch someone else try it first.
You're just gonna stare at them and be like,
It's like cocaine. Someone else has to do it first, so I know it doesn't kill me.
You know what? So you went to Meteora, and I was reading about some. So Food and Wine had a thing.
Good segue.
Well, no, because this is funny. This is funny to me because it's so you go to Meteora, super fine dining, and it has come to my attention that Spam is now being used in like super high end restaurants. So the like chefs will like throw it into creatively. They're not just throwing a fucking can of Spam with a little key, and you open the can open next to your branzino or whatever, but they're incorporating it into high end dishes. Now, if you were at Meteora and they busted out like a $50 dish with Spam, based on your face, what would you do? I encourage you guys, watch the video of this, because Megan, when I said $50 in Spam in the same sentence, she looks
it makes sense.
Triggered.
Some motherfucker was like, how do I get the most money out of people and spend the least? That's not fine dining. Like, save it for a normal restaurant, impress me that way. But I guess I'd have to see the price of it. Like, maybe it's fine dining, but it's like a $5 dish.
Yeah.
It's a $5, fair. What do they call it? Supplement.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
I'll take the Spam supplement, please.
It's the add-on.
Or you could get a discount if you do Spam instead of the steak. An anti-supplement.
So over the summer when I was at Bottle Rock, I went to this place in Napa called Wilfred's. And Wilfred's is this like beautiful tiki bar. It's really gorgeous tiki bar in downtown Napa. They have Spam fries. And Megan, they're delicious. I wanted to hate them.
Oh.
I literally was like, oh, and they serve them in a little Spam can, and they slice the Spam like French fries, and they batter it, quick fry it. So it's almost like a Spam tempura fry, and they were kind of delicious. But mind you, the dish was, I don't know, $12, $13. It wasn't like, a $50 dish at Meteora.
They're saving on the fucking plating. Like, give me a break.
They're like, it's really cute. Let's just put it back in the can.
How much is a can of Spam? How much is it?
I don't know. I'm gonna Google this right now. We have this information. Can of Spam.
I want to know the markup on this shit.
So a can of Spam, via Instacart, because we know we're too lazy to go pick it up, is $5.89, which is not unreasonable.
And if you get it with a discount because you're ordering for a grocery or for a restaurant, it's going to be more like $3 a can. And then they use the can and they save on dishes.
Hey, they're just being efficient and being green by using the can.
And then they charge you $12.
I mean, they have to make the batter for the tempura. They have to do all of that fun stuff. So, there's more cost to it.
Okay.
So you're a millennial. Oh, I think you're a millennial. Are we a millennial, Megan?
What was it?
There, she's back.
There you
are. So you're a millennial, and
yeah.
So I've been on like a deep dive of looking up food articles for some reason lately. I was like, I'm not in touch with food in the sense of like what's happening in the world of news. I'm like, you know what? Fuck it. This week I'm gonna take a deep dive, and supposedly avocado prices are like about to fucking skyrocket. Like they're about to go through the roof, and Financial Times magazine is blaming it on millennials. Blaming it.
Why?
Because millennials are like avocado toast, avocado face cream, avocado butt wipes, avocado chocolate pudding.
I have a strong that I don't like avocados like that much. I don't have any avocado products, and I don't like like even as like a topping on a taco. Like I don't like it, and I only like it really when it's guacamole, and even that I don't even order on a menu because it's too expensive. And so I don't get the thing. I don't get it.
Now I'm not gonna lie. When I've had like a rocking avocado toast, I know it sounds super fucking like shishi, but when you have a good avocado toast with like a poached egg and like if you go to like a nice place that has like good bread, good everything that goes on it, I fuck with it. I'm like, okay, I understand why you're charging $15 for this plate. I get it, but I don't remember avocados being this thing. Like, I don't know if it wasn't categorized as a superfood. I don't know, I don't know what the origin story is of why people are into it now.
Sorry, you froze a little bit, but I don't know either. I don't like them. I would need them plain. If it's on something, it has to have a lot of salt.
Yeah, salt and lime.
Yeah, like so if you have to salt something, that if you just eat a plain avocado, I think it tastes like air.
Yeah, it doesn't really taste like anything. It doesn't really taste like anything. It does make me feel bad. It is one of those foods that when I eat it, I'm almost like, I'm going to look at myself and I'm going to be proud in the mirror. I ate an avocado today. I feel really good about me. There's something about avocados. I did see, it is football season, and Megan and I talk a lot about football, and I'm going to keep yapping because it is frozen on my end. Looking at Megan, our bandwidth.
What's happening?
There we go. I'm back. I was mentioning that it's football season, and it, recently, I was so happy to see, first of all, Derrick Henry run down the fucking throats of the Buffalo Bills. It made me so happy. But second to that, because my poor Dolphins, everybody's hurt. It's just terrible. But they talked about Derrick Henry's diet, and that Derrick Henry spends about $250K a year on his health. And obviously he can afford that, which is great. But he was talking about his first meal of the day when he gets into the practice facility or whatever, because he shows up before anybody else. He's also on the older end of the spectrum for a running back. And for guys who don't know about football, I'm sorry, this guy is a specimen of a human being. He is probably like 2% body fat. He is like run you over. He's like impossible to stop. And then he's faster than anybody on the field. Anyway, his first item on the day, the first thing he's eating every day is he's eating avocados and he's eating kale.
This meeting is being recorded.
What is happening?
I don't know, Megan. I don't know. You know what it is? It's your washing machines. I think that's what it is.
My internet's on full bars over here. I don't know what's going on.
It might be mine. I don't know. There might be something going on with Spectrum in my neighborhood. I was just saying that Derrick Henry's first meal of the day is avocado and kale.
That sounds great.
I know. And the guy has no processed sugar, no gluten, and no grains.
What does he spend his money on then, health-wise?
I think hookers and blow.
Yeah, this isn't working.
I know. I said hookers and blow.
That's not health.
Hookers and blow is not health.
That's not health.
No. I mean, it's definitely going to burn calories.
If you're eating that healthy, then why? What are you spending money on health-wise? I don't understand.
I think it's just his macros. I love people. It's like, I'm hitting my macros. But no, I think it's just really that like proper amount of calorie intake versus what he's putting out versus just like the quality of his food. And it's just created this level of longevity in this guy's career.
Wrap it up because I keep freezing.
Oh, Jesus Christmas, guys. Well, you know what?
Oh.
Fuck the internet. I am going to, on this point, we're going to have to wrap this up today early, guys. I'm so sorry. This is an abbreviated episode of Kill the Bottle Podcast. Thank you all for listening to our bullshit for only 24 minutes this week. But fuck you, Spectrum Internet.
Too bad.
Fuck you. Was it what do you have at your house? Bell South? No, what is it?
Verizon.
Fuck you, Verizon, and that gigantic weird router that Megan has in her house. Fuck that Christmas tree router that she has. But thank you. Please like, subscribe, rate, review. I don't know. You know what? We need to post this whole video. We need to post the whole video of all this shit freezing the entire time because it's kind of amazing.
On my end.
Yeah, I cannot wait to post this video. Anyway, guys, see you next week with a much better internet connection. Fuckity, fuck. Thank you. Bye.